I've been talking ad nauseum about the problems in the real estate sector. Real estate is in deep trouble simply because land prices have gone through the roof. It has become a conduit for storing black money. The prices have gone so much that it is not possible to even get a decent return if you build a residential or a commercial property, even if you get land at zero prices, because the cost of construction is about 2000 rupees per square feet minimum, and in most places the rental yield will be less than 4 or 5%, even if you put only the cost of construction and get land free. But obviously you cannot get land free, and since there are in places like Madras there are more flats than number of people, you are going to have a lot of empty apartments. Also, online shopping has made sure malls will become redundant very quickly. The COVID pandemic has accelerated the closure of theaters. Theaters were a dying industry anyway. They were closing one by one. Single screen theaters were already dead. They were multi screen theaters, even they were struggling. The pandemic made sure the acceptance of OTT platform accelerated, and hence theaters were also in trouble. This meant that real estate was under the pump, and there is construction activity died down completely. Is there any glimmer of hope for the real estate industry? There seems to be a small glimmer of hope for the real estate industry, but this is not for the retail investor like you and me. This is big play. This is for large companies who can invest thousands of crores. But such an opportunity has emerged. Indian laws have made sure that most data can be stored only in India and cannot be stored outside outside India anymore. That act once passed means that the Facebook, Twitter, and other the data which is stored outside India needs to be brought back into India and stored. When last checked, India had about 120 to 130 data centers owned by third party people. What are third party data centers? Third party data centers are huge spaces where racks and racks of servers are stored. Each rack consists of a server where millions of people's data are stored. In the post pandemic, most Indians have started using apps and other things, and therefore, more and more places, data places is needed for storage. In Noida, there's a dark brown colored building with no name or address. It's a huge building built over 1 acre. That is a data center owned by a company called WebWorks. WebWorks specializes in keeping data for Indian companies. Not only do they act as data storage places, if requires, a customer requires, he can hire a place called Cage, in which the entire data is processed and distributed. So, therefore, there is a process and distribution also required. And use this to process and distribute data. LIC uses one such cage where data is distributed and processed. But if the total number of data centers is only 120, it's barely adequate for a country of our size, where there are more than 1 billion people are living. As more and more digitalization take place, more and more secure data servers will be required. Already, as you know, HDFC and State Bank of India had big outages in their data, and transfers and accounts could not be accessed. In fact, RBI has put out a stricture saying that HDFC cannot issue new credit cards and launch new digital products till they fix their data. This is directly linked to the data centers which I am talking about. This means in industries like finance, travel, entertainment, which is depends on OTT, needs server space inside the country. There is going to be humongous explosion in requirement of data centers. Nearly $1 billion in equity financing has already come into India for data centers. If you leverage it 10 times, as most real estate does it, we are looking at a 10 billion opportunity. But where is this going to happen is a $1 billion question. But all this we will come to know when the data bill is passed, making it mandatory that all data of Indians will be stored inside India. So you can export at least a 100-fold expansion in private data center. This means there is a glimmer of hope that existing ghost towns in India will get filled up by data centers. People who have built up huge IT infrastructure, hoping that there will be a boom in IT sector and find most of their spaces unoccupied, will be able to modify their buildings at a low cost and make it into data centers once this bill is passed and it becomes a law. As people work from more and more from home, less office space will be required. And once less office space is required, most IT parks will become redundant. Such IT parks with minimum investment can be converted to data centers. And also, fresh data centers will be set up. Where, when is $1 million question. But this $10 billion investment can act as a lifeline to the struggling Indian real estate sector. Thank you for watching. Be Rich. மணி பேச்சு சேனலுக்கு உங்கள் பேராதரவுக்கு எனக்கு மிக்க நன்றி. என்னோட 2 புக்கு இங்கிலீஷில் இன்னும் அவைலபிளாக இருக்குது. இங்கிலீஷ் புக் அவைலபிள் ஆகணுன்னா கீழே இருக்கிற வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பருக்கு மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. எங்கள் டீம் உங்களை கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. செப்டம்பர் 26 ஒரு சேப்பு புக்கோட தமிழாக்கம் பண்ணிட்டோம். அந்த தமிழாக்கத்தை தமிழ் புக்காக தனியாக போட்டிருக்கோம். அந்த தமிழ் புக்கு வேணுங்கிறவங்களும் வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பருக்கு மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சிங்கன்னா எங்கள் டீம் உங்களை கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. எங்கள்கிட்ட 2 இங்கிலீஷ் புக்கும் ஒரு தமிழ் புக்கும் இருக்குது. டைரெக்டாக என்னை கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணணுன்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க moneypechu@gmail.com மெயில் அனுப்பவும். If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Be Rich.